After living downtown with my family for 4 years, it's fair to say that I've learned a little bit. This video is going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly of what downtown living's been like. When my family was living in Upper Mission, I wouldn't let my teenage son go downtown. Not because I thought he would get in trouble, which he's a boy, so there's always that possibility. But I had the same impression that a lot of people have. It's unsafe. Just read the news. Now, here's a funny story, and my son probably doesn't know about this, but the first time that he took the bus home from the mall to our house in Upper Mission, they had to change buses at the downtown bus terminal. My wife and I actually waited in our car down there to make sure that everything is okay when he got off one bus and onto the other. So here's a question that you're probably asking yourself. If we thought it was so bad, why did we move there? Good question. Our kids were getting older and starting to drive. We were tired of driving 15, 20 minutes to get anywhere. So we decided to explore walkable neighborhoods. Like most people, we looked at Pandosy and we looked downtown. And after talking to some friends who live downtown and spending countless hours just hanging around downtown, we decided to make the move. We knew we wanted something walkable in the center of Kelowna and something that had a lot of energy. Downtown made sense. So if downtown is on your list and you're hesitating because of what you've been reading, I want to tell you what 4 years of living here has looked like. The good, the bad, and the things that you read about in the paper. If this is your first time here, I'm Mark with KelownaCondos.ca, and I sell condos. Most of my videos are about buildings, strata documents, and condo living. But today, it's personal. Let's get into it. Here's what we actually do living downtown. Some nights, we're at Railside Brewery. They always have something going on, and the atmosphere there is great. Train Station Pub, it does a Wednesday trivia, and honestly, it has some of the best pub food in town. We go to B&A with friends to play darts. Quick side note, their house darts are kind of crummy, so we actually bought our own. That's how much we go. The beach is a few minutes away on foot. Maybe we walk over there on a Tuesday afternoon. That's not a vacation thing. That's just a Tuesday thing. And here's something that surprises people when I tell them. I mountain bike right from my garage. Knox Mountain is only a few minutes away from my front door. So I jump on my bike, I grind up Knox, and then I rip down. I'm done in an hour and I'm back home. A lot of people assume that downtown living means you give up outdoor access. That hasn't been my experience at all. The hardest part of living downtown is deciding what to do. I say that genuinely. It's a real problem to have. I want to address something directly because I know that most buyers who are looking downtown are also looking at Pandosy. Pandosy is a great neighborhood. It's got great beaches, multiple grocery stores, boutique shops, and a laid-back feel that a lot of people are drawn to. For some people, Pandosy is the better choice. There is no question. When we were looking, the restaurant options in Pandosy, they were more limited than they are now. And the evenings were quieter. For us, we wanted more options. We wanted to be out. We wanted the energy that downtown has, and Pandosy wasn't that for us. Neither neighborhood is wrong because they attract different people. The question is, do you want the hustle and the energy, or do you want the relaxed holiday vibe? If you enjoy thousands of people on Canada Day or going to an outdoor concert on the waterfront, downtown fits. But if you want a quiet evening and a nice patio with not a lot of noise, Pandosy probably fits better. So let's talk about what's actually on your mind. The homelessness and the social disorder downtown. If you have the internet, you've heard about it. And I'm not here to tell you it's fake news, because it's real. Early morning walks along Bernard Ave, they regularly include people sleeping in doorways and a huge mess that somebody's going to have to clean up. And I completely understand why business owners are frustrated. Having your windows broken repeatedly is not okay. Most businesses are barely getting by, and the cost of security and repairs, it comes directly out of their pockets. And I genuinely feel for them. But for my wife and I, it's more unsightly than it is dangerous. I've never felt unsafe walking around downtown. A lot of violence, it seems to be within the homeless population. And here's what put it into perspective for me. In 2024, I took my daughter and her friend to Portland for a volleyball tournament. So we went through Vancouver and Seattle on the way. A few weeks later, I was at a conference in downtown Dallas. Every single one of these cities, it had the same problem. And every single one of them, it was significantly worse than Kelowna. So this isn't a Kelowna-specific issue. This is a North American reality. But what I can tell you is that things have improved noticeably over the last several months. Our new police chief has been putting a real effort into this. And honestly, the fact that it gets so much coverage means that the community is paying attention and they're holding the city council responsible. It's not solved, but it's moving in the right direction. If this kind of honest take is useful to you, consider subscribing. I cover the Kelowna market every week, so you don't have to piece it together on your own. So let's talk about parking, because it always comes up. For visitors, it hasn't really been an issue. Most side streets are going to have free 2-hour parking. There's a pay lot right across from us, so nobody who has visited us has ever had any real problem finding parking. But the actual issue is for people living downtown with more than one vehicle. Most downtown condos, they're only going to come with one stall. Some of them have 2, but some of them also have none. We're in a townhouse, so we're lucky enough to have on-street parking pass. But those aren't available for condo buildings. If you have 2 vehicles, try to find a unit with 2 stalls. Or worst case, find one close to a city parking lot where you're going to pay around $110 a month to park there. This is just a reality going in. So here's the thing about living downtown. Most of the hesitation I hear, it comes from people who are reading about it, not living in it. I was one of those people. I sat in a parking lot watching my son change buses because I had read too many headlines. 4 years later, I walk my dog at 6 in the morning. I bike to Knox Mountain. I walk to the beach on a weekday afternoon. And I eat at a different restaurant every month. Is it perfect? No. The social disorder is real, and it matters. Parking with 2 vehicles is a genuine inconvenience. And if noise or crowds aren't your thing, downtown probably isn't either. But if walkability, energy, and having everything right outside your door is what you're after, the version of downtown that you'll actually experience is a lot different than the version that you're going to read about in the news. The best thing that you can do is come and see it for yourself and talk to people that live down there. Visit on a Tuesday morning, walk Bernard, sit somewhere for 20 minutes and just pay attention to how it feels, because that's the vision that you're buying into. If downtown is on your list and you want honest guidance on which buildings will give you the lifestyle that you're looking for, let's chat. You'll find a link to my schedule in the description. There's no pressure, there's no pitch, just an honest conversation about what you're looking for. And I'd love it if you drop me a comment below. If downtown has been on your radar, what's been holding you back? I read every one of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.